So I'm going to read the final poem from a book I just finished called Inaugurational Shennigans. This is the final poem, and it's called So Inaugurate Already. And it begins with an epigraph from the teaching of Buddha. Indeed, it is very difficult to understand the world as it is, for although it seems true, it is not, and although it seems false, it is not. Ignorant people cannot know the truth concerning the world. 1. The parting of the Red Sea and the parting of ways are not dissimilar in the order of words, and the distance between grows smaller when you factor in the weight of all that water. The parting of ways, like the parting of the Red Sea, indicates serious intervention, especially with Yul Brynner on your ass and no other available egress, though the Red Sea's gap was not meant to exceed Egypt's destruction, while ways part into amnesiac silence without end, an erasure once imagined as a warm subterranean glow that's passionate attachment left a smoking ash pit. Such is the way of gods unleashed from day's cinctured illusions to find footing in images. Think a world of excessive sense beyond uses of Eros's delights in choreographed pleasures. The Red Sea isn't red. Waves aren't meant to touch. Aphrodite and or Magna Mater doesn't really give a whit what you want, much less expect, and discrepancies amount to a blasted crater in your heart, though parting suspends the walls of water, tower over your head, offering hope of escape while the spell holds, ways and waters that once touched apart. 2. The new world stirs in love's ashes, or whatever that is remains of it after the ghosts have had their fill. The ghosts are sneaky bastards and slip into your shoes even when you're looking. Pick up the dance they recall, that old two-step from lost days of cherished pain, nurtured and polished into love's disease. Cha-cha-cha. One step after another leads through the dead pyre down a road of no beginning, no end. A real doozy of an inauguration, smoking pile of angry shrieks, shame, guilt for pain inflicted through love's obstinate, stupid hunger cling for touch it has come to stand for, even as touch fled, left fear and anger to ride shotgun into misty time's blank silence. But this is about first stirrings beyond straitjacket patterns, frequencies of mind sneak up behind, whack you in the head, propel you into ancient wounds, silent clamor, your truth. The new world squirms among charred bone chunks and blackened teeth as the bay undulates softly. Yesterday's violence passed on to bring new climes to distant regions of thought, passion moving through media in swells, and wave ripple carries news of deep need. Waves are patterns, and patterns are ghosts. In the right light, they bare their teeth, murmur names of deep ones. Meanwhile, you read of a compelling journey through subterranean realms, wonder at green mysteries, legendary lands, the idea of evil. The new world wriggles in cinders like long ago bat made a wrong turn, flew down the chimney into the sealed firebox and couldn't get out, who knew his end in the choking ash, till the door opened and he was lifted out of the ruins to cough up ash in a bowl of milk. 3. I wants to get to the inaugurating part, but keeps getting bushwhacked by ancient images boil up out of the ground, trailing shadow, rotted raiment, singing sweetly of May's promise in fading light of the last day refuses to answer buttercup question. Though floral testimony requires June, and that's long gone, fled to neo-Gnostic saltless fantasy salvation shelter, while rootless passage was always the deal, even mad love can't dent. Another name for no answer to why, not to mention where, much less who, which seems to mean, beyond daily bread's dictation, to the distant child still dances naked, reflected in a dark window, excited flesh, a mystery initiation. And on the other side of the table, a sphinx of love repels answers or breeds them, each one a different face of answer, leaves answer to grapple with tanks, lovers, friends, gods, and grief, to realize all that is left of language can never touch world's self-devouring, contradictory faces swarm across the table, signed love. Thank you for listening to that.